I think Tilly Norwood is an attack on actors everywhere. It's kind of, scary for the future of acting, filmmaking. The only thing that will kind of be untouched is stage acting, but
you never know the future.
But like stage acting isn't as prominent as like films or television, so
yeah.
Does it like?
I bet one day, like Rizbot.
No. Oh yeah.
I bet one day there's gonna be robots on stage.
I hope not.
I mean,
I would be in the crowd and I would tackle this lot.
I don't know if we'd be alive when this happens, but you never know, cause
I would take its little robotic arms, just and then take its arms, just go. And yeah, that's basically it.
Thank you, Steve.
That's where I'll do that clanker.
Hello you guys, I am so happy that you are here. If you clicked on this video, you're here to watch me talk about Tilly Norwood. Let's just get right into it. You have seen AI paintings. You've seen AI models. You've seen AI singers all over TikTok. But have you seen Tilly Norwood? The fabulous, up-and-coming actress? Yeah. She's AI. AI actress. Just think about that for a second, would you? It's so funny because this morning I wrote, get ready for this whole spiel, don't look at my other notes, on Tilly Norwood. Just what I'm about to tell you guys right now. This whole essay almost. And I had career prep right after I wrote this whole thing. And I go to a performing arts school. I'm a BFA major in acting for camera. If you guys didn't know, I do talk about it a lot. But I went to career prep, and my teacher, the leading discussion of the class on our first day of career prep was Tilly Norwood. He was like, do you guys know who Tilly Norwood is? I was like, this discussion in my class that I had less than an hour ago was so good because now I'm so passionate and I'm so fired up about this topic because we were just talking about it our whole class, We had a huge deep dive discussion about it because it's career prep, and my teacher is like, I want you guys to be prepared for this specifically. Like, this is a huge topic for us. It's a huge topic at my performing arts school, obviously. So yeah, that's what my teacher led with, and we talked about it the whole class. So that just like fueled me up for this video even more. And if that's not proof that I should be making this video, I don't know what is. Also, look at how fabulous. Look at how fabulous my hair is. Could Tilly Norwood have hair like this? Yes. Yes, she can. She's gonna take my job. Anywho. Tilly Norwood. She is an artificial actress. AI. Artificial intelligence. She is presumed to be in her early 20s. Late teens, Perfect age. Perfect. You never age. You're young forever. She was first announced in September 2025 at the Zurich? Forgive me if I am butchering that. Please forgive me. Zurich Film Festival.
I'm Tilly Norwood, the world's first AI actor. I was created not just to perform, but to understand.
By the way, film festivals are intended to show off an artist's real talent that they have worked extremely hard on. And to be showing that at the end is almost like a slap in the face. Anywho, following that release, they immediately received backlash, as they should. Many actresses spoke against this issue on all types of social media. So many famous actresses. And you know what? I agree with them. Rightfully so. People are pissed. But my teacher made a point and he was like, look at what everyone is watching currently. Like, just pay attention to what people are watching. Because I was like, I personally don't know if audiences are going to want to watch this. Like, our class was like, who in the world is going to watch this crap? And my teacher was like, don't be naive, because there are people who will watch anything. And to think about it, I did see a little kid watching AI slop on TikTok the other day, and she was very amused. So it's like our generation, Gen Z, it's like we've grown up watching real people with real art, but we've also been accustomed to like TikTok AI slop. But the thing is, Gen X, all they know right now is them getting conditioned to the AI slop on TikTok. They're being so conditioned to it at a young age that when they grow up and they start watching things and it's like Tilly Norwood and AI actresses, they're gonna be like, oh, this is normal. I grew up watching AI slop. This is perfectly normal. I love watching this. I'm conditioned to watching this. And that is the problem we're gonna discuss today in this video. It's gonna be a long video, but this topic, it's a big one. Apparently, she's already getting scouted by so many agencies, so many production companies are wanting to hire her. I know, it's so dystopian, it's so wrong on so many levels, it's so odd, it's so weird, and if you're a fellow artist, you know the consequences and how big of a deal this is to us specifically. The creator of her, Aline van der Zurich, I don't know, I may be butchering her name, but yeah, she's creating this. She spoke back against the criticism. She made a claim online saying, oh, this is not a replacement for human beings. She is simply just supposed to coexist with other actresses on the screen. Coexist. A real actor is going to talk to Tilly Norwood. They're going to act together on the screen. In what world would she ever coexist with real actors without it being uncanny valley and dystopian and like disturbing and eerie as like, let's be real. You made her to replace people, because why else did you make her? I'm gonna get into that in just a second. I wrote down that this is gonna go wrong in so many ways and this is only gonna backfire and that nobody's gonna watch it. But after what my teacher said in class, I don't know, because he said that that viewpoint might be a little naive. Tilly Norwood was just merely a soft launch. We're gonna get used to it, just like we get used to everything else. Just like I got used to riding in away mode. Because quite literally, 2 years ago, I would have been like, what the f***? Nobody's driving that car. And now I just get into away and I was like, it's nothing. This is where we're heading. And somehow, it is Elon Musk's fault. The production companies, they're watching, they notice, they're taking notice of what we're watching, and currently we're watching slop that they feed us, and they think we're stupid. They think us as an audience, we're stupid, and we will quite literally watch anything. We will eat anything that they put on the table. But artists, we know, like, we are all into the creativity and like the heart of it all, but there is a business side to this that does not give a single frick. I would argue that the arts is probably one of the only types of jobs that should not be allowed to be taken over by AI. Sure, take over financing, sure, have like a robot doing my taxes or something, or, you know, sure, have AI or a robot, like, I don't know, like handing out my groceries one day in 3025. Sure. But art is the one thing that should not be in the hands of AI. Because art is supposed to invoke emotion and real feelings out of the listener or the viewer. And I'm going to get into that right now. I don't know if you guys knew this, but AI and robots do not have feelings.
I can't believe it's finally here. My new life starts today.
They cannot feel. They do not have emotions. They will never feel like a human feels. They just can't. As I said earlier, acting is quite literally feeling emotions. And Tilly may understand the situation on an intellectual level enough to play the part of her character, to pretend like she is her character. But she will never 100% be able to meet her character or connect with what her character is feeling in any given moment. And that will show. Tilly has never had any human experiences. She has no memory of any experiences. And you need that to be able to act. You need empathy. You need human experiences. You need to understand what it feels like to go through certain things to be able to act in the first place. Like I said earlier, all of her acting is just programming, pulled from things that real people have done. Her face is a collection of thousands of real people. Yes, she's beautiful. And she will stay beautiful forever. She will stay young forever. She's completely compliant. She will never run off of set if something doesn't go her way. She doesn't need makeup artists. She doesn't need to memorize her lines. She doesn't cost that much money. Easy, fast money. When you go to the movies, you're looking to see yourself in the movie, whether you guys have realized that or not. But when you are in a movie theater or when you're watching a show, you want to see yourself through it. You want to see people who have gone through similar experiences as you. You want to see somebody who is going through and they're in their state of denial, and you want to see them get through that thing and come out on the other side, so that you know that you can also come out on the other side in your life. That is quite literally most movies and most TV shows. There's a lesson in everything. This character got through it, so now it's like, aw, I can get through anything. Aw, they're feeling this way. I have also felt this way in my life too. That is like a surface level way of me saying that you need human connection for this specific thing. As humans, although we are glued to our phones and we have way too much technology, we still yearn for human connection, whether you guys believe it or not. Like, we go to the movies to get a good cry, a good laugh, something to feel angry at, you know? Something to pull us out of our depression, something that gives us hope. Movies and TV shows give us hope. Same thing with music, same thing with paintings. Like art museums. When you go see a piece of art, it may change you, it may move you. An AI actress is completely going to strip us of any of this that we enjoyed prior. And I don't know if you guys have seen clips of her acting, but it looks extremely uncanny. Of course, as any sane person would think. It looks like a fever dream, uncanny. It's kind of disturbing to watch and it makes you uneasy. But of course, if you're like a 3-year-old, like Gen X, who have grown up on TikTok watching AI slop, as I have seen, and you have the shortest attention span ever, you're gonna grow up into like your 20s, 30s, watch movies with Tilly Norwood and other people and other AI actresses, and you're gonna be like, oh, this is normal to me. And by the way, I saw this coming, you guys. I remember scrolling on TikTok and we didn't really have moving AI yet. Like, we could generate pictures AI, but we didn't have movement in AI yet. Or so we thought. And there were these memes that would pop up. And it would be like a girl and a grandma in a mall. And the grandma would be like, that isn't your real hair, that's a weave. And the person would be like, death is seeking you at the bingo table. And they'd start fighting. And oh my gosh, that AI, it was okay. This what I'm talking about right now was less than a year ago, by the way. Less than a year ago. They're soft launching insanely quick. Anyways, they'd start fighting and tussling. But like, the picture would morph together. It wouldn't be that good. It wouldn't, like, you could tell it's AI, you know. They'd start tussling it out. Their hands would morph together. And it was kind of bad when they started the movement. And that was like our first thing that we saw of AI movement pictures. And we're like, okay, honestly, I found it funny at first. And when those videos came out, I was like, oh no. I know exactly what is gonna happen. Like, there's AI moving pictures. That means that there's going to be an AI actress and there's gonna be AI movies. Not looking so great, but it's just something that we need to be aware of. And as an audience, if you aren't an artist, you also need to be aware of it. Because you don't want everything you're consuming to be AI slop. We already have enough on TikTok. You don't want that in your movie theaters. You don't want a song to come on the radio and it's only AI. You don't want all your paintings in your future home to be AI. Over the course of a year, it's gotten so much better. Like, those Jake Paul videos, you can't even tell it's AI anymore. Tell me how, less than a year ago, you could tell it was AI when they started fighting and tussling it out. And when people started moving. Literally less than a year later, Jake Paul AI videos on Sora, or whatever it's called, Grok. It's so seamless now. We're going to get replaced. You guys, like, not to sugarcoat it. Which is why my teacher said that now all we can do is be independent artists. Independent artists is on the rise, and do your own projects, make your own films, because in the professional industry, this is just where it's heading. So make your own things, and that's all you can really do for now. As I mentioned earlier, AI is taking over not only acting, but every form of art. There's AI paintings at Home Goods currently. One that I specifically remember are like animals taking a bath. Like a giraffe taking a bath. And it's cute, don't get me wrong, but it just looks so stupid. There are many real people, real artists who put real thought and intention behind their artwork and their paintings. Real artists have perspective and want the viewers to feel something. When you go to the art museum and you see a painting, it is up to your interpretation to, like, figure out how that makes you feel, because yes, art is subjective. So many retailers and companies are now using AI models. And this is like probably the most prevalent thing that I've noticed so far. The AI models on their ad campaigns. This one baffles me a lot because there are, as I said, lines of very capable, very willing, very desperate, real models at modeling castings on the runway, waiting for a job, starving artists. And guess who's taking their job? Like, you guys are not starving for models. You guys are not starving for singers to sing. Like, what? It's not that the industries and companies who are doing AI don't have sense. They're actually very smart. They actually do have a lot of sense. But they are soulless. They just want to make money. They don't care about anything. They don't care about you. They will feed you anything because they want to make money. Companies wanting to save money by hiring AI artists is legit giving me the ick. Like, Tilly is a young and beautiful actress. She'll never age. She will be extremely compliant to anything. So of course that is gonna make production companies more money. AKA, they want a young girl that they can control and a young girl that they can make do just about anything with little to no repercussions. And more money. More money in their pockets. Yeah. There are so many artists that are very talented and have so many bright ideas. There's so many ideas out there that you guys have never even heard of. But companies are so insanely money business driven that nobody cares about the art of it all. Let's use real people who understand the real human experience, please. Because believe it or not, art is in all of our daily lives. Even if you're like a finance bro, even if you're like a lawyer, even if you are like, it's literally in all of our lives. Whether you are putting art out or whether you are taking art in. Okay, I had to change locations, but that's okay. I'm pushing through. I'm making do. Making do with my situation. I have no peace and quiet ever. I never get a moment alone, ever. As I was saying, I never have a single moment of peace and quiet, so it's gonna be hard to film these videos. We watch TV shows and movies, we listen to music, we flip through magazines for those of you who still do, we read books. Yes, storytelling is a form of art. He was all up in my business, but that's okay. We buy paintings to decorate our home with. We watch runway shows. That is art. We wear clothing. Fashion is art. We deserve for the media and the art that we're consuming to be natural and good quality. Although it's getting harder and harder to tell if something is AI or not, there are many ways that we can at least attempt to go against it. On change.org, there is a petition raising awareness for Tilly Norwood. It is only up to 500 people, but I think you guys should still sign it. The link is going to be in my description. Change.org, petition for Tilly Norwood. Please sign it. If you want to support real artists, buy real paintings, not AI slop. Listen to music that was produced by real artists. Even support underground artists. Support independent artists. I linked the petition down below. Every vote counts. Anyways, if Tilly Norwood pops up on your TV screen, do everyone a favor and turn that inauthentic AI slop off. Do not let them feed you scraps. Don't accept it. They think you're stupid. They think we are stupid. And in a way, we are kind of proving to them that we are with what we're allowing ourselves to consume currently. It's just proving to them that we are stupid and we will consume any type of media. If their ratings low, because if their ratings are low, they won't receive as much money, and as we all know, the prized possession to a business is obviously money. If you don't allow them to profit, they're gonna fall. It's gonna fall. So don't let their ratings go up. Don't watch it. The only way that Hollywood will listen is if they are losing money. So please, support human connection. Raise awareness against Tilly Norwood. Sign the petition. Make an effort. Say something. Don't watch AI slop. even if it's cute or funny, because it's only gonna get worse. And I'm scared. And you should be scared too. Thank you.
Tilly Norwood, this is you.
Thank you for spending the day with me. I hope you find your own little moment of peace tonight.
It's been such a nice day.
It's been such a nice day.